Now we are being surprised that the police do not want us to march to Parliament and Jogo House and the National Treasury. What does this government fear? You cannot infringe on our rights. It is not for us to go and request the policemen for permission. Our duty is to notify them, and they are supposed to provide us with security. And this is a confirmation that we notified them on 19th September 2024. I want to say this. You will not suppress the rights of dons in this country. Yes. You will not. We will not allow you. We are not going to allow you to suppress the rights of dons in this country. Yes. The freedom you are enjoying, people died for it. And I want to say, as academic staff and university staff, our rights will not be trampled upon. Tell them. I want to make it clear to the CS, Minister of Education, my senior Ogamba, CBAs are not negotiated through letters. I saw a letter circulating in the media purporting that we have reached consensus. How do you expect us to go and negotiate on retirement age? Retirement age is guided by policy. So if universities have failed to implement the policy directive that requires dons to retire at 74 years, then you cannot purport that we have negotiated and agreed. I saw you are alleging that we have agreed on car loan and mortgage. From where you sit as the CS Minister of Education, how much have you allocated for that car loan and mortgage? You expected us to sit and agree on the rubrics. We want you to tell the whole country that you have allocated 50 billion for car loan and mortgage for university staff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Today I want to surprise you so that you see the injustice being meted upon dons. This is a letter from Principal Secretary National Treasury, Julius Muya, PhD, CBS, State Officers and Public Officers Motor Car Loan Scheme Fund. This letter was written on 9th March 2020. As you are aware, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, via the circular number this, dated 17th December 2014, set and advised on the car loan for state officers. The National Treasury developed the public finance management regulations and established a secretariat to operationalize the same. It has been noted that most beneficiaries, both state officers and public officers, are not aware of the existence of the motor car loan scheme. This is therefore to inform you that the scheme is currently operational and applications, instructions, and forms can be downloaded from the National Treasury website. Other public sector employees are just being prodded to go for this. As from the public sector, nobody wants to listen to us. Are we not paying taxes in this country?
Yeah.
Are we children of a lesser God? No. We want the PS, National Treasury, to tell us how much has he allocated for dons.
Thank you.
We want to appreciate the way he's prodding these people to go for car loan and mortgage. Why can't he also prod us to go for it? The next thing, I've realized that CS Ogamba does not know what is the now CBA. And that's the reason why today we wanted to go and meet him eyeball to eyeball.
We are going.
We are entitled, all public sector employees are entitled to automatic annual increment to cushion them against the vagaries of inflation.
Yes.
In our CBA, IPCCF does not want us to give us automatic annual increment.
Yes.
And that is why we have differed. The next thing, our medical schemes have since collapsed in all public universities. We want the government to come up with one uniform, non-contributory, comprehensive medical So when the CS is purporting through a letter that we have reached consensus, then it means that he is being misadvised. The next thing we are talking about, other public service employees were given 7 to 10% increment on basic pay. Yes, we have agreed that 7% be given to higher cadre. They are not talking about the 10% that is supposed to be given to grade 5 to grade 12. We are not going to sign a CBA that discriminates the majority of our members. The next thing, the government owes university staff pension component for 2010-2012 CBA, 2013-2017 CBA, amounting to 3.56 billion. Our members are retiring. They are going home without pension. In the 2021-2025 CBA, the government is not talking about 20% pension component that is supposed to be contributed by the employer. That is why we are on strike. The next thing, we agreed in our recognition agreement that we were going to harmonize allowances in the 2021-2025 CBA. Now they are not talking about harmonization of allowances. And the allowances we are talking about, one is commuter allowance. You find a don in one university gets commuter allowance of 50,000, another one 35,000, another one 20, another one 18, another one 4, another one 6. We are saying no. The next thing, colleagues, I want you to get this. CBA world over are guided by consumer price index. Since we negotiated 2017-2021 CBA, our members' purchasing power have been eroded to the tune of 26.8%. So even if you give them 7 to 10%, you have not compensated them. If you were to compensate them, then you ought to have given them 26.8%. Yes. I've never seen a CBA being guided by percentile. And as members of academic staff, we want to impress upon SRC to give us the results of the survey they purport to have done, so that as a researcher, we can know whether you used the correct variables. Yes. But you want to tell researchers that you did a survey, why are you guilty? Share the results of that survey with the public so that we can interrogate it. If you convince us, we'll accept. But you can't go there, cook figures, and you want dons to consume your lies. We have said no. No! The next thing, colleagues, let us do this. I want you to check history. Hey. In the 80s, in the 70s, the salary of a professor was equivalent to the salary of a PS. Why did the PS go to 1 million plus and the professor is still down here in 100 or 200? Why? Check history. the salaries were the same. What happened? We want a professor is the highest human resource a country can produce. Who is this? Who is this?
Who is it?
That can be equated to a professor.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Nobody.
I want to say this, colleagues. Kumbe, you don't know UASU.
Tell them.
The University Academic Staff Union, the way you are seeing, they have said no. They will say no wherever. And I want to impress upon you, we are not budging. It might get hotter. It might get hotter. All dons throughout the country, listen to the voice of the union. Can you stop? Join the strike. I want you to intensify this strike. I want you to escalate the strike. Yes. And I want you to upscale the strike. Yes.
Comrades, power! Comrades, ria! Comrades, ria! Thank you. We gather here as staff from all public universities. And our call is one, that our 2021-2025 CBA must be concluded and implemented fully. We have given the authorities ample time, 4 years to be exact, and 1 year we have been on the table with them. They have not given us anything to take home. Nothing. They have given us nothing. And because they have given us nothing, we have chosen to exercise our constitutional right. My colleague has expounded on the details within those CBAs. They cut across. And because we gave a notice, we went ahead and even notified the police, not asking for permission from them. Yes. The law only tells us to notify
the police, the men in blue.
And we did exactly that. And as we gather here, we have gathered here because we want our petition to be served onto the government agencies. And that is what the law says. And we are doing it today. Yes. One of the things that, colleagues, you must appreciate, that our fellow colleagues in the public service, including the uniformed officers who are here, they have been paid by this government. They have been cushioned against the vagaries of the high inflation and the high taxation. But you, employees of public service, you have been given zero. Is that fair?
No.
No. And they have been given and they have been enjoying for the last 2 years.
What? Yeah.
And that's why in our petition, we have a clause there on the effective date. On the table, whatever nil% that we are given, except for the high grade 15 and 14 who are given 7%, the rest were given nothing. Even that nothing you are being given for 1 year, 2024 to 2025. And that is a bone of contention. Leave alone the rates themselves. The period within which you want to give that is a contention. And that's why we have summed up all our petitions in one document, that we are ready to serve the government. All those issues, including deferred salaries of our colleagues in Egerton University, they must be paid. They must be paid. The workers never deferred their labor. For the 4-5 years, they offered their labor. Why should the government then not pay us like it has paid the other public servants? I've told you, the uniformed officers, the civil servants, the state officers, the teachers, all of them have been cushioned by 7 to 10% salary increase. Why discriminate against university employees? And we are saying no. No! 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 And therefore, whoever is giving instructions, we have got no order whatsoever that stops us to present a petition onto the government office. Even if it is the president, if he has that order, we would like to invite him to serve us with the order that stops us from exercising our right enshrined in Article 37 of the Constitution of this country. We don't have. We don't have. And therefore, colleagues,
Yes.
as we gather here, we have only gathered here to start our peaceful demonstration as we take the petition to Jogo House, National Treasury. For your information, colleagues, comrades,
Yes.
it is our previous demonstrations that are actually in the IPOA website as an example of peaceful demonstration. We have been here years before. We have held peaceful demonstration. We have taken our petition, and that is now in the website of IPOA. This one is no difference. This one is no difference. Let us present our petition to the relevant government officers today.
Now. We are marching. The national officials will be in front. We are marching to Parliament, Jogos, National Treasury.
Yes.
Let the consequences be what they might.
Amen.